TWR Facebook Live. So this morning it's about the question and answer regarding the last Facebook Live. You are not your pain. So on that topic. But before, I would like to just say that I'm really excited about whole this program on Facebook Live, and since last Facebook Live 2 days ago, we have 10,000 views and so many beautiful comments, and also a lot of people sharing their experiences. And so the nice thing about it is recorded afterward, and the people are able to practice with it. And even though meditation was short, we all agree, but people were saying that actually able to separate oneself from one's pain, not identify with the pain, see oneself higher and more clearer than identifying with the pain. And then meditation already helped. And sometimes people are saying that have decreased or released, or their pain has actually disappeared. Comments like that, it's a fantastic. And so I truly believe in it. I have my own experiences with it, working with the pain, and we have also done some good researches that how these practices actually help to overcome pain. So this is very, very exciting, and I wanted to thank all of you making your comments and sharing your experiences. So thank you. And also that Karma Yolmo, very nice message we got from Nepal, Karma Yolmo, who have said that they have rented a small place with a good internet, so they could continuously watch all these Facebook Live teachings. And that also made me very happy to see really like around the world people are taking it seriously, feeling this is something they would like to continuously follow. So I'm very, very excited about all this. Thank you. So the first question here is about fear of losing what I love in the meditation. This is a question from Maria Quintana. At first, I felt fear of losing what I love from most of meditation. I was thinking about work, and then finally, I felt space and felt that I cannot really lose what I love. So basically, so Maria's experiences of fear first, and then when you truly experience the awareness of the space, then feeling completely okay that I will not lose what I love, because I will not lose myself, and because there is no way that I can lose myself. There's no way to lose oneself. So that is just to, I think, just some sense of not much to answer or anything like that. I think generally in our tradition, it says, we say a fear of emptiness, or so a fear of space, fear of losing ego, when you're identifying with the ego, and when you feel that awareness of the space might actually transcend or liberate that identity, then clearly there is a fear. So there is fear related with the deeper meditation and meditation of space and emptiness, clearly understood traditionally. But at the same time, what really genuine sense of what we call confidence, in Tibetan we say ding, particularly we talk about tawi ding, like the confidence certainty of view, ตวิดิง so to have ตวิดิง or to have that certainty of view also it's because of space, because when you are truly aware of the space, then you begin to have the inner confidence that you are not going to lose anything. You will not lose anything. You're not going to lose what you love. So I think, and that is somehow Maria's experience here, and probably we all will have similar experiences here. So we will not lose what we love, because we are not going to lose ourselves. And in Dzogchen tradition meditation, sometimes it says that human beings, particularly in the West, you're searching for yourself so much. Every effort you're putting so much effort to search yourself and expecting to find yourself. It says you will never find yourself because you have never lost yourself. So it's more question about realizing what you haven't lost, realizing what you have, realizing who you are. It's not about finding something who you are not. And that is where our whole effort of identifying with our conditions and our pain, we lose those things, but we never lose ourselves. The second question here is part of meditation, so it's not really, I don't know if it's really a question. So the Jean Ore, who our Sangha member from France, so question is going to the center of oneself. So of course during any process of meditation, I think always there are some simple rules, I guess, and that you really need to go more to the center of yourself. You really need to go more connectedness. That's exactly the reason why I always guide meditation through 3 precious pills, trying to be aware of the stillness of the body. That's how you are trying to center yourself. Trying to be aware of the silence of the speech. That's how you're trying to center yourself. Trying to be aware of the spaciousness or the openness of your heart. That's how you're trying to center yourself. It's very important in the beginning to center yourself, feel that connectedness in yourself. And then once you feel the connected in yourself, and then you have a chances to experience a deeper stillness, the stillness of being. You have a chances to experience a deeper silence, the silence of your being, the silence which is not dependent on absence of noises, absence of people, absence of event, silence which who you are discovering, realizing that silence. And then the experiences of the inner spaciousness, the inner openness of your mind, your heart. So it's very important to, in the beginning, to ground yourself, to center yourself. Once you are in that centered place, it's basically you are changing, you have changed your glasses, like glasses. Then now you're wearing a very good glass of wisdom glasses, and through that wisdom glasses you are looking at something that at your pain, for example, this case, and that very moment when you have changed the sense of yourself, the self-perception, sense of your feeling of yourself, sense of who you are, and you are looking through that a new place with new eyes, wisdom eyes, you see completely a different reality. You see completely different pain. And so the pain that you don't identify with, that means you're not grasping it. And when you don't grasp it, when you don't hold on it, it's easier it to breathe. It's easier it to clear, release. We call self-liberation. Notion of self-liberation is when something is able to clear by itself when you are not grasping, you are not holding. And that's how the self-liberation is taking place. And and that's why actually the healing is taking place. So we call hosting. You're looking at the situations differently. So the question number 3, who are we if we are not our body, if we are not our ego, if we are not our pen, then basically who are we? So who are we? Well, that's a very, very good question. So I will not go so much into it during this session, because our next session, it's an introduction to your eternal body. So an introduction to your eternal body, January 31st, Thursday, 10 a.m. New York time. So this is our next session, a discussion about it. Who are we? So who are we? It's in a sense our eternal body, our pure body, our body of light, our true sense, who we are. And so that is something we will continuously discuss. So I think in a way, who we are, I think it's a very, very important question for sure. It's just probably the most important question in every spiritual path, every spiritual tradition, as far as I am aware of. The most important question: who are we? Who am I? And it's very helpful, at least, to begin to think about and begin to self-reflect, begin to have some glimpse of experiences of who we are not first, because we are experiencing ourselves all the time, throughout the day, 24 hours, including in our dream and sleep. We are experiencing somebody who we are not. So we are, in a way, we are suffering for no reasons. We are producing conflict for no reasons, and we are kind of working for someone who you think you are, who you are not. That means we are kind of wasting so much time, energy, and effort, biological energy and effort, and that's why we drain so much ourselves. Energetically we drain so much. It's like I always give an example of phone. If you in the phone, you have 50% is left battery life, and you have 10% left, and when you see you have only like less than 50%, we know immediately we wanted to charge it. We're trying to look for the power source, and we know also we're trying to protect ourselves, not trying to maybe play videos, not trying to use navigation system. Looking for navigation system is exactly a very good example. You are always searching, in search mood. You are looking for destination. When as a human, our navigation system in ourself is on all the time. What drains us the most is our navigation system in us, a searching for self, searching for myself. So until you stop searching for yourself, you will not find yourself. So until you stop searching for yourself, you will not even able to protect the energy, or you will not able to retrieve energy, or you will not able to collect energy, because you keep losing your energy. So the search mood of yourself needed to shut down. Maybe you don't have to shut down forever, but at least moment to moment it needed to be shut down through 3 precious pills, through your bodies and through your speech and through your mind. So that is, I think it's very important. So we will, question number 3, who we are, we will discuss next session. But I want everybody to reflect a little bit, just who you are not and how much you engage with who you are not. Like identifying with your pain, we discussed already. Number 4. So, question number 4. During meditation, pain intensifies. Then I feel the space, how I can stay there longer. So of course, I know your question is, during the meditation, the pain is intensifying. So it happens. Whenever you bring attention to yourself, whenever you bring attention to your body, whenever you attention to bring your energy centers like chakras, corlos, whenever you bring attention to a particular part of your body, people sometimes they don't feel anything, it's dead. Or sometimes people feel numb, or sometimes people feel pain. But at least even you are feeling numb, you are feeling pain, you are feeling something. And maybe you feel the pain is intensifying for a short moment because it's not the pain is intensifying, you are aware of your pain. And so once you are aware of your pain and you don't identify with that, you are able to feel more your space, you're able to feel more your silence, you're able to feel more your warmth. There, in that very moment, you are feeling more release, you are feeling more healing. You are actually, you are able to overcome the physical pain. I was having just conversation with a friend of mine who said, oh yeah, I understand that, when it comes to mental pain, emotional pain, that makes sense, meditation might help. But when it comes to physical pain, that is difficult because it's a real pain. It's not a mental pain. So I was funny to hear that. I did not, of course, agree with that. So there is nothing, as far as I'm concerned, there is nothing such thing. Because whatever pain you have created in the body, it also has so much to do with your mind. Whatever emotion pain you are feeling, that also has so much to do with your mind. So your mind is so much responsible of every pain that you experience. So, but I know how many, as I'm a leader, I want all of you who are listening this moment here, please tell me how many of you have been actually working on your physical pain with this meditation or the previous meditations, and how actually clearing pain, how actually it's decreasing pain, how actually you are able to cope better with the pain. I want your feedback. So your feedback will be inspiration for others to see it's not just the mind, but the pain is decreasing, where you relate, where when you're changing your relation to your pain. Actually, physical pain there is a shift in physical pain. I want you to share with other people so that I think it will be inspiring for other people. And our final question is, how does the consciousness can heal? So why only consciousness can heal? So why the healing with only consciousness? Or why only consciousness can heal? So that is a very good question, and I think. So why can't I heal only with consciousness? So this is the question here. So first of all, I think it's very important to define what consciousness means to you, because I hear so many different people talking about consciousness in so many different ways, and it's absolutely confusing for me sometimes when people talk about consciousness. So where I look at it, consciousness, at least from my view, from a view of great perfection, the Dzogchen view, the consciousness sometimes we translate as a mind. Mind or consciousness is the same. I use term called innate awareness. or primordial innate awareness. Rang Rik Yeshe, Rang Rik Yeshe, or Rigpa. So just your mind or just your consciousness cannot heal. For example, for ego, for example. So in a one way you look at, your ego is also consciousness. Ego is a state of mind. Ego is a state of consciousness. So ego is consciousness. But ego is not innate awareness. Ego is not a pure awareness. Ego is not awareness which is beyond duality. And so not just the mind can heal, not just consciousness can heal, but that consciousness or that mind has to be innate, pure awareness, which is beyond personality, beyond duality, and beyond conceptual mind, beyond ego. And that mind can heal. So I think in a way the answer is pretty simple. So not any mind can heal. It has to be very, very specific. For example, when we do meditation, what we are trying to do, when I say bring your attention to your body, stillness, bring attention to your mind, how you say, the speech, the silence, bringing your attention to your mind, the spaciousness. When I say that, what I'm trying to do is your ordinary consciousness, your mind or your ego is trying to rest, trying to let it rest, trying to let it take a break, and trying to connect with your body. And so moment that mind rests in that stillness, the body rests in stillness, the awareness in the body rests in that stillness, awareness in the speech rests in that silence, awareness in the mind rests in that spaciousness. When your consciousness, when your mind fully rests in that stillness, silence, spaciousness, then, for example, particularly silence, when you are completely resting in that silence, that means no conceptual mind is active. That very moment, awareness arises like a sun shines. When there's no clouds, sun shines. So awareness arises in that silence, in that stillness, in that spaciousness. That awareness is the healing mind, but not just the consciousness. Okay, so that's how we understand. So I think basically I have answered 5 main questions here. So I would like to guide a short meditation. So, and during after short meditation, I also want all of you to give me feedback. And it was very nice to hear one comment yesterday saying, during the meditation, pain completely disappeared. So when pain completely disappeared, it's a physical pain we are talking about, completely disappear. So those experiences are really like it's a beautiful to have one for yourself, and also it's a beautiful to share experience with somebody else, because there are a lot of people who think, oh, it's pain, I really need to take pill. With just meditation, it's impossible. And it will encouraging, inspiring to those people. So I encourage to share your experiences. And for now, let's just sit for a moment comfortably. So just for a moment, stop typing, making comments. If you want, you can close your eye. Feel all the supports, the lineage, enlightened beings, teachers, the blessing of the Cyber Sangha, the connectedness here, feeling we are supporting each other this very moment. I'm sending my support to you, all of you. I'm sending my prayers, my blessings. I'm also feeling all of your presence. This very moment, we have like over 280 people meditating together. Just feel our awareness has no limit of time, space. Better than any internet connections. We're all connected, just be aware. Bring your full attention to your body. Be aware of the stillness from the sole of the feet till the crown. Feel that connection to your body. Let your body completely rest in that silence. And when you're doing that, feel that this sense of deep drops like an effort, drops of effort, drops of holding and resting deeper, 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 and gradually experiencing their inner stillness, the stillness of your being. Breathe deep, nor hold your breath. Any discomfort, breathe it out through exhalation. End of exhalation, rest deeper in that inner stillness. Be aware of the silence. Feel the silence. Hear the silence. Listen the silence. Let your speech, let your all efforts, your speech, let it rest. Rest deeper, deeper, deeper in that silence. Be aware of the spaciousness of your heart, your mind. Just feel like a crystal clear blue sky. You are that crystal clear blue sky. You are that sacred space. As you're aware of the inner stillness in your body, inner silence in your speech, inner spaciousness in your mind, just gradually be aware of your pain. Either it's physical, emotional, whatever most intense pain that you're experiencing this moment in your life, that pain is not an obstacle. That pain is your door to that inner refuge. That pain is eye-opening for you. That pain is like a message for you to awake. That pain is support for you to discover the truth. Just be aware of that pain, not judging, not suppressing, just being aware of it as it is, as you're experiencing. At the same time, be aware of that stillness, that spaciousness, that silence. I call it give a spacious, luminous, warm hug. Spacious, luminous, warm hug. Give a spacious, luminous, warm hug. Why spaciousness? Because through body, through the stillness, we feel so much space, the emptiness. While luminous, we feel so much aware. There is awareness, there is connectedness. Warmth, in the union of that space and awareness, naturally warmth arises. And the warmth is the medicine, the healing quality of that pain. So basically, as an image, we are saying give the spacious, luminous, warm hug. You would give that to anybody, but experientially, being completely open without judgmental, being completely aware with the connection, being completely accommodating in that warmth of bliss. That's what experientially means. But as an image, it's like a giving hug. Those you it's helpful, then think about that. Spacious, luminous, warm hug. And allow it to heal. Okay. You can open your eye. Now, for a moment, I would love if all of you can share your experience now. Now, this is the time you can, any feedback, any comments, any experiences, and particularly yesterday, as somebody said, feeling the pain was more intense, then as I feel the more space, awareness, and warmth, the pain went down or disappeared, and how I can stay longer. The questions like that, it's a very beautiful questions. So you're welcome to ask some questions also if you want, and the feedback will be very welcome. So I hope this meditation was helpful, and it was very good. And this is a very simple meditation, but I would encourage you, any of you, particularly those you really have like a pain, either physical or emotional pain. I would strongly recommend on practicing this at least like what we call informally, like 5 times a day. 5 times a day informally, and particularly in really like 5 times a day, the times where actually you produce more. For example, you might be waiting for the bus, or waiting for the aeroplane, or waiting for someone in a wherever you're waiting. Imagine during those moments when you're waiting, what are you doing? Just be aware. Usually you're not conscious. What you're doing, it's probably you are getting trapped into that pain. Like just for example, I hate this pain. I hate this pain. I hate my pain in my knee. I hate this pain in my chest. I hate this pain in my mind. So basically, first you have a pain in your knee, and then you hate that pain, and then you are not conscious of that you hate that pain, and then you are not aware at all that hating your pain in your knee will increase more pain, and not only in your knee but also in your other part of your body, in you, it will increase. You are not conscious at all that moment. Maybe you are spending 15 minutes totally unaware, totally unconscious, complaining, criticizing, kind of judging your pain like that. And what you're doing, you are producing more pain. It will get worse. So those are the moments. And sometimes people say, oh, I don't have more time. I'm very, very busy in my time. I don't have time to meditate. I don't have time to do the practices. Okay, well, I don't agree with you, but I accept you. But when you have a time to unconscious criticism, judging your pain for 15 minutes, be aware and use those times. So instead of you're losing your biological energies, you are regaining the strength and you are healing your pain. So use those time. You don't need extra time. Use the time which you are misusing them or using negatively them. So use those times. I hope that makes sense to you. So I think that's for all now. And as you all know, that next an introduction to your eternal body. So if you are not your pain, then who you are. This is what we are going to talk next Thursday, January 31st, 10 a.m. New York. No, sorry, the 10 a.m. my time here in California. So 1 o'clock. So this is, I think I announced it wrong before also. So 1 o'clock New York time. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody.